my God. More fish. Rob doesn't care. You like your fish. That teaser cough, do you reckon that big pot? Sorry, did that sound a little longing, a little needy? Well,
it's hot. I think it's water for this.
Oh, it's water for a bloody teapot. Jesus. Okay, that's not really what I wanted. Anyway,
I didn't think it was ever.
and I just don't see toast anywhere.
There is a vending machine downstairs that has
Boss in it.
It's not boss.
It's got a coffee in it. Oh, could always go and get one of those.
And
We just noticed that here is our uneaten or unfinished sushi. The sushi was very nice, but we just couldn't finish it all last night. So they're going to make us eat it for breakfast. Well, if the coffee doesn't come to you, go to the coffee. So we're having a couple of milk and milds out of the vending machine downstairs. Should do the job. Bob's been a busy boy this morning.
Konnichiwa, Interneter. No, it should be more intelligent. Konnichiwa, Interneter.
Konnichiwa, Robert-san. We are outside our Menshuku, just we're a bit north of Sasebo, and I don't know, hopefully you can see this has a terrible habit of compressing everything, but in the background is the most amazing view of the bay, and in the distance you can see a mountain range, and we're pretty sure that's Hirado Island where we were riding yesterday, which you'll see in the last video.
Which you would have studied very
closely for the factoid in there, which will be part of the post-Japan adventure motorcycle quiz. It will be administered when we get back to Sydney. So today's a short day.
It is.
Today's a working day.
Today's a working day, so a bit of work.
Rob's only having half the day off today.
Bit of work in the morning, bit of work in the afternoon. We're riding to Nagasaki. About 3.5 hour riding time.
Yep.
So say 4.5 elapsed time. Should be in by 3.
At the what is it? The Dormy Inn Premium.
The Dormy Inn Premium.
There's no expenses spared on us.
Western bed.
Yes.
And Andrew has already decided that given we don't have dinner arranged, we probably won't be having pickled fish tonight.
No.
Or raw fish.
No, I think tonight's a fish-free night.
Fish-free night.
We want to go okonomiyaki.
Okonomiyaki and maybe some vegetables.
Some vegetables. Not a lot of it. Well, I suppose if you include rice, there's a lot of vegetables eaten.
Yes.
And rice, Japanese eat how many kilograms of rice a year?
Well, it's falling.
I know, it's 57 now.
It's 57, but it was 85 or something
30 years ago. It was 115.
115
kilograms. 115 kilograms of rice. That was
per person.
5 bowls per day per person.
Which is extraordinary. And in Australia, because I know you would like to know this, we eat about 12, I think it was.
That's right, 12
kilograms of rice
per person.
Which actually surprised us as quite a large amount.
Yeah,
but compared to Japanese, it's nothing. Just one thing on rice, I know we've gone over time.
Yeah, my arm's about to fall off.
One thing we've noticed is any flat ground whatsoever either has a house, a baseball field, or a rice paddy.
That's right. The valleys are just lined with them.
They are.
Rice,
if there's a 10 square metre little flat piece of land, someone will have planted rice on it.
Yeah.
We'd like to understand the rice economy. Sounds very interesting.
It does. So, okay, there you go. Hopefully you can see the beautiful view. It's a beautiful sunny day, warm sort of breeze. I think we're going to have a nice ride.
We are leaving the least hospitable Minshuku ryokan that we've found.
I have to say, sort of pay at the door.
Yeah, they wouldn't let us in until we paid cash.
Anyway,
see ya.
Got to make a living. Bye-bye. One thing I forgot to say in our little introductory video was that most of these ryokans, they well, sometimes the futons are quite thin. Last night I found the futon a bit thin again, which means sleeping on the floor is sometimes a little struggle. But pillows. Aren't the pillows interesting? So, firstly, they're tiny. They're the size of a baby's pillow, just big enough for your head to fit on. And 2, they are filled with interesting things. I might add, none of them soft. The first night felt like somebody had basically wrapped a Besser block in bubble wrap and put it inside a pillow slip. Then one night it felt like it was full of rice, and last night it felt like it was full of ball bearings. So, but having said that, I had an excellent night's sleep. Maybe the Japanese know a thing or two about sleep hygiene.
I supplement the pillow with whatever I can find.
Oh, did you? You're an ingenious and industrious person, Rob. I just took the pillow and...
There were a couple of cushions around. So.
Copped it. Determine whether it was give way to the right at unmarked intersections?
You know, out of all the stuff I read, that was not
that was not there.
Enemy.
Little fishing fleet down here. They're quite big fishing. They're actually quite big fishing boats, aren't they?
Yeah, they are.
Rob, this is tunnel number
165.
Tunnel 165.
2.6 kilometres long.
And it's 2.6 kilometres long. That was the other reason. This is a pretty long tunnel. I'm not going to film the whole thing, so relax.
And it's 32 degrees Celsius.
Yeah, that's the third reason. If you look down here on my dashboard, it is 33.5 degrees in this tunnel. Outside it was a very pleasant 24, 25 degrees.
It's a very nice blue.
Friends? We've stopped for a cup of coffee and a cake. I'll tell you what, they look good. So mine is a cheesecake for anybody who knows me. Cheesecake's my favourite. And for Snow White, over here, Snow White has a poison. Well, hopefully not poison. But
there were many other choices. I did that for them.
And many of them. But many of them they looked like fish.
There were fish cakes, but I just wasn't game enough.
Do you think it would have been? It wouldn't have been. Sure. Famous last words in this country. It could very well have been made of fish.
Here we are. Where are we? We're on the coast. On the coast between Sasebo and Nagasaki, following the 202. And as Rob observed a moment ago, we don't have a turn for 36 kilometres, which makes navigation easy.
So we put Andrew out in front.
That's right. So I'm allowed out in front when there's no navigation, because my navigation skills are equally challenged, actually probably even more challenged in Japan than they are in Australia, if that's possible.
Okay, I'll shut up.
Well, only if you don't need to stop you from disclosing confidential information. On YouTube.
Well, Andrew, I'm not going to talk about your mum.
You could do your pitch. You could try a pitch on YouTube and see if you can raise some capital that way.
Oh, well, I'm sure stranger things have happened.
I'm sure they have.
So, talk about the scenery, Andrew.
Well, I just quite pleasant sort of vista out there in this little bay. There's nothing particularly special, but it's actually quite typical of what we're seeing on this ride. Little town, nothing particular about it. Looking onto the ocean with a bay. Some have fishing boats, some like this one don't.
They're not big on having big glassy windows looking out over the water.
No. Nobody seems to really maximise their view of the water. They're typical Japanese houses. They could be overlooking a rice paddy, or they could be overlooking the sea. Of course, if they were in Australia, they'd be massive plate glass windows looking out over this.
When I was reading the Japanese road rules, they have a point system here, like in Australia, except it's much more extensive. And the points, there's some discretion in the points. So first of all, if you're caught speeding, let's say it's 5 points.
Yeah.
But if they think that you've been drinking, if you're tipsy, not if you're drunk, then it's like 20 points. But if they just think you've been drinking, they've got a discretion to raise it from 5 points to 8 points.
Sounds fair.
And then it goes all the way up to manslaughter. If you kill somebody, you lose a lot of points.
I bet you do. That seems appropriate. We're only literally 7.3 kilometres from Nagasaki at this point. Central Nagasaki, straight ahead. Well, here's Nagasaki. It gets better away from the port, Rob.
Yeah, it's got a bit more of a...
The port's a little bit run down looking, but the city's a lot better. So we're although ultimately we're turning right, but we must be doing a loop.
There's the station.
Must be doing a loop under this road or something. It's not this turn though. So I'm going to have to race out the front here. Sorry about that. It's this one. So our hotel's just down here. There's the Dormy.
There it is, on the corner.
The Dormy Inn Premium.
Is that the premium?
I hope so. Well, I hope it's our hotel. And I hope if it's our hotel, it is premium.
Because this is where it says turn right.
Yeah, I don't know. I think there'll be a green arrow here. So, and we've got a long, long line of cars, and I think we're turning the first left.
You mean the one just there?
I'm just going to jump in here behind him. Are you able to sneak in behind me?
Yeah. Oh, I'm behind the white car behind you.
It's a premium Dormy. Just right into the foyer. Now I wonder. I'm guessing we can. Yep, I can see it now. I can see clearly now. My brain is on. But I don't know that we're going to be able to go in yet.
You never know.
Oh, there's something's going to work here. Oh, it's a car stacker, Rob. Let's just park over here. Hey, yep, 45-degree angle. You go to my left. Him? Please follow the instructions, Rob. Very upset with me for not parking there. That's much better. Oh, that makes a big difference. Now I can see. So we've arrived in Nagasaki, staying at the Dormy Inn Premium. It's a chain of Japanese hotels. This is my room. You come into an interesting little vestibule with the hand basin there, bath, toilet in there, I'm assuming. Again, nice economical little room, very clean, very tidy, nicely decorated. And you've got to remember, these places are costing about $120 a night, and we are in Nagasaki. I have a wonderful view of the multi-story car stacker just over there. All of these hotels seem to have car stackers like that. Yeah. Anyway, it's relatively early. We're here at 2:30. It was only a short ride from Sasebo today. Bob's got his third video conference for the day, and I'm going to have a shower and relax. I'm going to show you very quickly the communal gardens here. There's nobody else here. I've just finished a bath, so I can quickly show you before anybody else arrives. Really lovely. There's an outdoor area. Nobody out there. A lovely outdoor heated pool, as well as an indoor heated pool. It is just so relaxing. Lovely way to spend half an hour while they're waiting for the washing machine to finish. And I actually snuck in a little sauna as well. God, it's hot in there.
With a very low speed limit.
非常に低い制限速度。マジで。100キロやろ。100100100km.
40.
40, yeah, 40, 50, 70.
No, not on highway.
No, we go back
公道
roads.
は60キロメートル。60キロ。
Yeah, actually, 60 kilometers around here.
Yeah, hey.
そうなの？
海外12速度ない。
海外はそんなないんだ。
ない。で、オーストラリアは何キロ？
What's the speed limit in Australia?
オーストラリアは何キロ走っている？
いいとはない。
制限速度。オーストラリアは何キロで走っていいですか？
Yeah.
Can I run? In Australia, so in a city, 60. Outside the city, 80. And on the expressway, 110.
110キロ。高速道路はじゃああんま変わらない。
I just think that the whole Google Translate just changed the world.
It's going to really
We're dealing with 1.0 on our
In 3 years'
phones.
time, no one will search like we search away with keywords. I don't know how we'll do it. The AI will change.
But just the fact that actually, in a reasonable real-time sense,
You can communicate.
you can communicate with no knowledge of the language. So Babelfish, the whole that's not far off. Yeah, exactly. Pharmacy. Hey, a real job, yes. I just think it's so cool. These places are so cool.
Yeah, everyone here. Not us. We first time.
The regulars.
Just come here often.
Hey,
Once a week. One time per week.
that's great. That's great. Research of the Nagasaki ropeway.
But it may not be working.
Doesn't look
Think about that.
well. Yeah, no. Why wouldn't it be? Jaffe ahead. Why wouldn't it be? Watch your head. Arigato gozaimasu. Oh.
Look at us.
We here it was open. We have literally strolled into the 1:20 p.m. running of the ropeway.
We almost gave up.
Please enjoy your 1,100-meter long, 5-minute trip through the sky to the 333-meter peak of Mount Inasa, which is equal to the height of Tokyo Tower. This gondola was designed by the world-famous industrial designer Ken Okuyama, who has also been a designer for Ferrari and the Hokuriku Shinkansen. Please enjoy the stylish exterior of this gondola and the view of Nagasaki from beyond its floor-to-ceiling glass windows. This takes the direction of the city attack.
Pretty good view, isn't it? What's that? It's a pretty good view. Yeah, it's really good. On top. Mitsubishi Nagasaki. We have for you a brand new model Delica, which is Andrew's choice of car. What are you going? Come. What are you going to do?
What do you think, Rob?
What do I think?
What do you think?
Well, let me tell you, Andrew's going to convert this into a camper van. 1-man, 2-man camper van. I'll put in some sort of fold-up bed in there. And he's going to get the big four-wheel drive version, which I've seen a few of. So
Yep. Hiked up. Nice big knobby tyres.
big wheels, and it's going to drive around Australia.
Yep. Yep.
I think that this one's actually not so bad because it's a newer one.
So you like the newer one?
The old one is probably the ugliest car I've ever seen.
No, don't hold back, Rob. This is my dream we're talking about.
It is.
Yeah, but this is really cute. Okay, so
This is a Delica
I've
Mini.
never seen this before, but this is a Delica Mini.
This would make a great camper.
This is
Imagine you with your two surfboards on top.
Yep, you reckon? Very cute little vehicle. This one's a hybrid, so it's
At this particular Mitsubishi,
have hot start.